Hey y'all, welcome to another edition of Weird Catholic Stuff. I have a wacky and zany story for you today. So, many of you may know the Camino of Santiago de Compostela, where pilgrims for thousands some odd years have made this long journey through Spain to the tomb of St. James. Along the way, there are a lot of different little towns and stops that you can visit, different churches. Many of them have their own miracles or their own saints. Well, there's one little town called Santo Domingo de la Calzada, which if you go into the church, you are going to see something that you do not normally see. So before I tell you what it is, I'll tell you the story. So legend has it back, 1,000 years ago or something, there was this family, a young man, and they were going on the Camino. And they were staying at this inn. Well, the innkeeper's daughter, who was not the most virtuous person, sort of fell in love and made advances to the young man. The young man was not interested because he was interested in going to be holy and praying at the tomb of St. James. So to get revenge on him that night, she took like a goblet, a golden goblet, and snuck it in his backpack. The next day accused him of doing it, and of course they found the goblet there, so he was sentenced to death. They were pretty harsh back then. You had all these pilgrims coming in and out. You didn't want anyone stealing anything. So parents were dejected, they left. Their son was going to be hung the next day, but somehow they decided to come back. Maybe an angel appeared to them, and they saw the son really hadn't died. He was somehow still alive. But he was still, of course, guilty. So they ran to the magistrate's house that night to try to tell them that the son was alive and to ask for forgiveness. So they knocked on the door and the magistrate let him in. He was not interested in hearing anything they had to say, particularly didn't believe the young man was alive. So they said, if this young man is alive still, then these two chickens, one was a rooster, one was a hen, on my plate, they were all cooked and everything, are gonna get up and start crowing. And the miracle is they did. These two cooked chickens started getting up and dancing and squawking on their plate. So of course he had a big conversion. Pardoned the young man, it was a miracle, and the young man was able to leave with his family. But what makes this weird, not like two chickens squawking on the plate is not weird, is the fact that the legend has that the descendants of that rooster and that hen are still alive. And in that church, what's so weird, if you go, there's gonna be a little cage that's gonna have a rooster and a hen. The direct great to the 20th degree grand chickens and hens of these original ones. So if you're ever on the road to Compostela, stop at this little church and check out the holy chickens of the road to Compostela. That's some weird Catholic stuff. Hope you have a great week. See you next week.